Hey everybody, I'm Howard. I'm what I call an avid DIYer, and I recently wanted to upgrade the thermostats in my house. I have this hydronic baseboard heating, so basically two wires, and this is the thermostat that I have in the house. And I wanted to have smart thermostats because I like tech and I want to control it. I looked around and saw a bunch of videos which helped me, but I wanted to make a video that I hope is simpler and more straightforward. So here goes. So this particular thermostat, not bad, made by Honeywell, but it's a simple thermostat. There's nothing special about it. I'm trying to pop it off so I can show you. There we go. Sorry about that. But all you see is two wires, a red wire and a white wire. So for a smart thermostat, you need power. You need constant 24 volts of power. I'll explain. Let me make this point, right? I'm not a licensed electrician. I'm just a homeowner, a DIYer. I shut the power off before I do any of this to practice safety. I've used a separate box. I believe everything is up to code to the best of my knowledge. So check your local code. If you're not comfortable, hire an electrician. I thought this stuff was pretty basic, at least for my level of skill at this point in my life. So that's what I did. And once I got the 24 volts up, I actually used the old thermostats, put the batteries out, and they came on. So I knew I had power plus. And I haven't shown this. I have a voltmeter. I was checking voltages just to make sure. This will work with 24 volts. If you have 110 volts, you're going to have to somehow step that down, probably using a relay with the transformer too. It can be done. It's just an extra step on the boiler side. But all of these systems that say they're quote not compatible with what you have, if you have two wires and you're willing to add the 24 volt transformer, you can make them compatible. So there's two wires, right? It's just like if you have two wires and you close them, you close the circuit. Your thermostat, when it hits whatever temperature, it closes the circuit, heat comes on. In my case, it's heat, right? And this is a boiler which will put hot water throughout the system. But I think any system, even if it's electric and has two wires, if it's 24 volts, you can make it work. You could use a relay also, but that's up here, and I'm not going to cover that now. But let me show you what I did in my house. Similar thermostat. I'm up in my bedroom now, but you'll notice I have four wires. Yeah, there's too much copper showing on the blue one. Don't get on me on that, but I'm in no danger. I probably should have shortened that, but let's just talk. So we had the red and the white like we saw in the R and the W, right? Again, that's controlling the heat. But the blue and the green you see here, those are hooked up to transformer downstairs in my boiler room, sending 24 volts. That is what is critical, that what you need to make it happen. I've seen plug-in transformers. You could do the same. They go into the C and the RC. Doesn't matter which one. They just go in the C and the RC, providing 24 volts of AC electric. That is what you're going to need to power your smart thermostat. So this is my mechanical room. I've got a boiler for the hydronic heating. I've got my hot water heater there. I've got my electric panel. When I moved into this house in December, it's got three zones, one for the den kitchen, one bedrooms, one downstairs. None of these were labeled. Once I figured them out, I put labels on them. I suggest you do too, just makes life easier. So how am I getting power? First of all, these are new wires on this one and this one. I've not done the downstairs yet. That'll be the easy one. I tapped into this box here, right? And this is the only thing that I can tell, which is on breaker 6, in case I want to turn it off. I ran this wire, can you see it, up to this box, which I then attached two transformers. Why two? Well, I was afraid I didn't have enough 24 volt transformers just for one. One of those is actually one of these multiple transformers that can do 16 and 24 and I think 20, whatever. But it's got what's called 20 volt amps output. The bigger one here is just a dedicated 24 with 40 volt amps. So I'm going to have two thermostats on this one on that one, and I think that'll be enough. And notice, 24 volts for thermostats. So the wire comes into the control box, the red and the white. That's the old thermostat wire. And then the power, the blue and the green, go to the transformer, that is. And that's sending power upstairs to the thermostats that need it. All right, and here is the final piece of the puzzle. You see, this is an Amazon Alexa thermostat. I'm just going to hit that for now. I'll turn it on, and you can see that it is working there. Set at 68 degrees. It's a little bit warmer than that now, so it's not going to go on. And since it's 85 outside, I'm going to shut it off. 71 is the current reading. This one, when I did set it up, took a moment. Actually had to wait half an hour for some new software to download, but it clearly is doable now that I've got the four wires, and I'll show you that I got the four wires. I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to open it up, and in here, right? Remember, my red and the white, those control the heat. The blue and the green going to the C and the RC are the power. It really is that simple. So good luck with your project. I don't have any links or any endorsements on anything, and I urge you, if you're not comfortable with electricity at all, hire somebody, but it's definitely doable.